How's it going? Whew. How's it going, everybody? We're starting off here with we're gonna finish off Spyro the Dragon. Figure like a nice little bit of a cool down day before we do Metal Gear 2 tomorrow. I believe it was kinda good. How's everybody? Look good, feel good, sound good? Hey, thanks for hosting, Shockwave. Okay. So, it's been a little bit of time. I have to remember what we're doing. I need to not do bad at Crystal Flight. But other than that... Did not do this one. Now you can watch someone that knows what they're doing. What was going on before? Hey Gecko, it's nice to see you this morning. How did the rest of the you sort of answered this, but how was the rest of the plush egg sales booth? Oh, someone asked yesterday if the plush egg logo is based on Spyro Egg. She had Spyro tattoos. That's cool. I wish I got to see those. Like, what were they of? Just Spyro himself? Or like, did she have an egg thief? Or egg plush bow? That'd be cool. See, because I've been telling you, you gotta get an egg thief, too. So, I think that would be awesome if you, made an egg thief, because it would fit your logo. You could just make it the plush egg logo that he has. Don't worry, just did a bad stream. What? Why was it bad? I'm sure it was fine.
Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
I didn't think so.
What were you playing, Shockwave? So choppy it'd give Gecko a heart attack? Well, not to brag, but I am sitting on 0 drop frames after 4 minutes, so... Oh, no, I died. That's okay, though. I forgot my glasses downstairs, so that's why. There's not much to say about the Dreamweavers. Like, it's a cool area, but I think it's one of... I would say it's probably bottom of the list for me in terms of the Spyro world. You streamed a variety of games that would have been great if you had a better computer. I mean, yeah, equipment is a handicap. Before I got this computer, I definitely couldn't have done a stay-at-home Hompendium. 3 frames per second, Persona 4. I would watch that. That would be kind of an interesting perspective on the game, I think. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, I did it right. How far, like, I know you've been grinding away at Persona 3. How far are you into, did you start at Persona 4 now? How far did you get in that? And I know you were talking about how you were going to start Yakuza soon. Did you get that started?
Oh, thank
And I definitely have to amend some judgments I made about the Yakuza series. And how people are always asking what order to play, and I used to think, like, what's the controversy? It turns out there now is some controversy. So, I always thought it's clear. Yakuza Kiwami, it's a remake of the first one, but that is the start point of the series. Yakuza 0 is a prequel. You're supposed to play Yakuza 0 from the perspective of someone who's familiar with the Yakuza series. That's a scary noise, jeez. But I saw a trailer for Yakuza Kiwami 2 the other day that featured content specifically from 0, because they added, it's a remake of 2, but they added a story for Majima to play through. So now, if you're going to be real hardcore and play Yakuza on PS2, that's where you should start. But if you're starting with the PS4 games, you might have to start with 0. That's what I've realized. So now it's even more. It is actually confusing. I do understand people's confusion with it. Because now I'm just as confused. But anyway, I'm sorry to hear about your, I'm sorry to hear that your stream didn't go quite the way you wanted it to. How's everything else? How's everyone else doing? You already started Kiwami? You don't have to, okay, here's the thing. There's enough, there are enough call forwards in 0 that I do believe you get, there's a lot of benefit having played Kiwami first. But let's see, is that everything? Yeah. But it now, I think it actually doesn't matter anymore. I started Persona 4 halfway through P3. But I was so focused on other things, I only got to Yusker getting his persona. Yeah, that's a good chunk of the game, though. Not like a significant chunk, but like a good chunk of the game, like where you've made some good progress. I'm missing a level, I think. I'm not. I haven't started Yakuza, but you really want to. That's cool. You can start, I now think you can start wherever you want, so that's fine. I'm gonna try this again, because this, I don't know, I'm not terribly good at these, I don't think. And I severely missed it last time. So I'm hoping that's it. Oh, hey Phantom Thorns, it's good to see you in here. Yeah, I think I need a different order. Unless they take you back around. Yeah, they do take you back around. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. Yes, good to see you, Phantom Thorns. We have a lot of news. Not a lot of new news, but just like, you know, lots going on. Getting back into the streaming game. I've been gone for quite a while. I haven't streamed since the last Hompendium, which was last Friday. I did a little bit yesterday, but now I'm gonna do a full back into it. We finished the Dreamweavers, so we're gonna go just straight to the next world, which is I think one of my favorite worlds in the game. Gecko had his plush egg event the other day. It sounds like it went really well for him. I'm happy for him and Yumi Bakura. It's something they both work on together, separate of the compendium, sort of. Not even sort of. They're just separate from the compendium. Shockwave, it sounds like he's having some trials and tribulations getting his computer going. There's a lot going on. I like those enemies a lot, because like, what are they even doing?
Nasty
She's
Nog
streaming
is
at 1
turning up.
today? Okay, I guess I'll I don't know if I was planning on going longer than 1 anyway, so that's fine. The group photo was great. Seemed like you all had fun. It was fun. I was only there for a short time, but it was a really cool expo. I looked at all the different booths. A lot of them, like the you don't have to stop at 1, but you can host her when you finish. I think I'm set to host her. Like I think I have it set that I automatically host Yumi. I don't want to go to head-to-head with Yumi anyway. I know who'd win there. one, isn't that super early for you guys? It's early for us habitually, I guess. Oh. Setting up a Hompendium archive channel too, like the Gecko Toast one. That's cool. I'm excited for that. Will it include stay-at-homes, or is that going to be its own thing? Oh, that was too sharp. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I may have already messed it up by missing this guy, but fingers crossed, everybody. Gecko does kind of have a tendency to overwork himself, but I think if it's just an archive, like just here's the one we did yesterday, that should be fine, hopefully. Oh no! It is a lot earlier, but I want to try to get the stuff going early. It's great since you can watch it without staying up. That's partially I think the idea is we have so many fans like you I consider like a super fan, and a super friend, but like we have a lot of fans who are like across the pond, if you will, like kind of all over the place. So I think having a more neutral, and since we're like the second to last, and a super treasure, that's good. That's another good point. Since we're like the second to last time zone on Earth, we kind of have to do things a little bit earlier to accommodate all our friends on the other time zones, which is part of the stay-at-home Hompendium. That's why I mostly stream. Like for me, it's like 11 right now, which isn't super early, but it's earlier than I'm normally doing things for sure. I'm doing so bad right now. It's kind of crazy. Just terrible. It's not the way I wanted this to go. Oh my god. Unfortunately, we start... Yeah, and for the most part, the stream pendiums also start as soon as possible. If we can secure... Oh no. Okay. We're trying to get Friday to be one of the days, but strat here, actually. I'm sure with jobs and such, scheduling is tough. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Is like we do like 4 on Monday for the Hompendium, but that's like the earliest I can get there because I have work Monday morning, and it's also like a time I can't get out of, basically. Monday's like all hands on deck kind of day. New strat. Not having any luck with these planes, so that was a bad strat. Yeah, we try to make Hompendium like more of a variety show and feel. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my god. Making breakfast so you won't be able to type for a bit, but you're listening, so you can't say anything bad about me. I wasn't going to say anything bad about you, Gecko. Oh my god. I'm just having the worst luck on this run. So, this is one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely adore it. I love everything about it, from the music to the aesthetic of it, to the feel of it, kind of silly tone of it, all the different, like, imaginative worlds. There's just, like, nothing about this game I don't love. Yes! Finally! Excited for, hey Metroids, how's it going? Excited for the remaster in a couple months? Absolutely. I'm more excited than that. More excited for that than I am for most things. Yeah, go eat, Shockwave, enjoy your meal. But yeah. Yeah, the remaster, like, I was pretty excited for the Crash remaster, but the primary reason I actually bought it was because I knew, like, if this does well, we're getting Spyro. And I wanted Spyro. Ah! Oh man, okay. because this is the game, like, I don't know, I had very few games when I was a little kid, and this is one I actually, like, I was also one of those, like, people who, traded in their games like a goofball. Remember that PS1 case I posted on Twitter for a Crash reboot? Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, I wanted that to be real so bad. Where it was like a jewel case with like all the end for Spyro. Oh man, I want that to be real so bad. I wish there was more of a market for things like that. Like, I guess just weird things that we like. You've never traded in a single game and you're old? That is a good thing. I've lost so many games because of that I've been, like, absolutely kicking myself. The only times I'll, last time, and probably last time ever I traded in a game was, what's it called? Oh, Injustice and Tomb Raider for the PlayStation 4. And that's because I, for some reason, got really mad that I had them. Like, kind of irrational, but I doubt that'll ever happen again. I doubt I'll... Like, because I think even if I do end up owning games that bad, I'll still want them. I think that was just like a one-time kind of thing. A one-time, judgment lapse. Let's see. Oh, Metroid's got a link to the... Let's see. PlayStation employees got a way cooler crash case for the Insane Trilogy. Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna put it over here. This is the one. I remember seeing the picture of this on Twitter and being like, why was this not publicly available? That's ridiculous. I wanted that so bad. No. As long as it... Okay, cool. That was a tricky one, but I think we're... Oh. I think that might be it for the homeworld level. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. Balloonist guy trying to... Cray the balloonist trying to make me panic about one gem. But what's funny about this game too is that if you're like me and you pick up everything, you end up being ready for the next world by the time you get to the next world. Like, I think I can go to the next level, but I don't know. But that's not how we do it. We're gonna go to Terrace Village first. Or no, this balloonist wants 50 dragons, so I can't go to the next area. Sorry. I love the weird creative enemy types in this one. Like, what if we just had this, like, base Nork in a tank that shoots electricity? I'm gonna be hit by that for sure. that'll just be in the swamp levels for some reason. This is also the world where, like, and it started with the Dreamweaver's world, the last world, but this is the world where levels start getting real unlinear, where there's a lot of stuff going on, where like there's one level in Peacemakers, where like you can do the whole level backwards, and that's pretty gnarly. But this level is like, you get to the end, you have to go back to the middle, you have these weird roundabout ways of doing the beginning. Like, it's really cool. The level design in these games are really great. Ah! Okay.
Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
I like that hurt that dragon's feelings at the end. He kind of... Sorry, Spyro, we're gonna be in the swamp for a little bit longer. Man, the one thing that I like really hope they really do on the remaster, full 3D camera, because that would be real tight. Hey Crackshaw, how's it going? It's good to see ya. Oh no, I missed it. I guess I did not. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Yummy Bakura, how's it going? We were just talking, we weren't just talking, but Gecko is in here. He's listening but making breakfast now. He was talking about how well yesterday went, discussing a little bit of plans for the future, not in too much detail, but you know, stuff's happening. Not too bad. Spyro Speedrunner just got world record in any percent a couple hours ago. Nice. What was his time? I'm happy I went too. That was a lot of fun. $38.31.5. That's pretty good. I'll have to check that out. I'm not a Spyro speedrunner. I typically don't even play Spyro, but it is one of my favorite games, and we wanted to do it for today. No, oh wow, that was almost really bad. Alright. You met someone yesterday with a Spyro tattoo? Yeah, Gecko was saying that because they asked if the plush egg logo was supposed to be the dragon egg. He beat SSMD's Stuff's record by 11 seconds. That's great. I'm not into doing speedruns myself, but I do definitely respect speedrunners as a hobby, as a skill, as a devotion, really. Because like to speedrun a game, you gotta be on it like 100%. Every part of the level. You can't be getting eaten by these guys like I just did. Gecko had no idea who the egg thief was. Yeah, I told him who the egg thief was a few days ago, and I even suggested it as a pin. And he was like, yeah, that'd be perfect. So it's funny that he forgot. Usually I'm the one who forgets. I hate the attack frogs. I wasn't there when it happened, but I looked through the vids and chat was going nuts. Oh man, I'm excited to see that. How's the rest of your Saturday? It was cool. I got home, played a little Yakuza, fell asleep downstairs watching boxing for some reason. That's why I don't have my glasses on, because they're downstairs. I just haven't gone downstairs. Oh no, I just noticed Sparks is gone. You've learned a few interesting tidbits about the original trilogy. Go ahead and lay some of those tidbits down if you'd like. I'd like to hear some of it if you know anything cool. Like for one, this is the only game with the original voice actor. Yeah. Tom Kenny took over after it's Carlos something. I forget his last name every time. And what's gonna be interesting about the remasters, they got Tom Kenny back to to not only do the to not only do the games 2 and 3 over, they're getting them to do this game too. So you'll get a whole new Spyro in
Thank you for releasing.
Oh, I died. Tom Kenny's in a lot of really good... He's a super good voice actor. He does a lot of really weird ones. I wonder, like... what's funny about him being back for the remaster is in Spyro 2... I'll have to check a timeline on this, but... In Spyro 2, there's a side character he does that he basically just does the SpongeBob voice for. And I don't know if that was pre or post SpongeBob. But I'm excited to see if he does that voice for that character. The reason the water is deadly in this game is because Insomniac couldn't get swimming mechanics down before release. That's cool. I didn't know that specifically, but I figured it was something like that. Cause like,
I'll tell you what to...
I think also like the game is much better for not having swimming. I think. Like it's cool in 2, and I don't know if I even got that far in 3, honestly. But oh, can you not get back? Oh, I messed up. I messed up real bad. Get ready for the day. Pop back in when it's done. See ya, Yummy. I hope so. Oh, there is a way to get back. I forgot. I gotta go this way. Can dragons even swim? That's a good question. I think they can. But as of the beginning of this game, Spyro does not know how to swim. At some point after this game, he learns how to doggy paddle. And then within the second game, he learns how to swim underwater. Which is all good skills to have, I think. Oh, I'm really messed up. They originally intended for this game to have swimming areas and levels. I think that's interesting because I think the level design doesn't really call for that too much. In fact, I think like a good amount of I think a good amount of levels would be kind of broken if you could swim. Hunter's canonical age is in 2018 is 43. I really hate Hunter. Like, of all Spyro characters, I hate Hunter the most. For me, that'd be Agent 9. I don't remember Agent 9. If he's from 3, I never finished 3, which I'll be excited to actually finally do once once we get the remaster, probably. But I really hate Hunter. Because in 2, he had the hardest, what are those called? He had the hardest orbs to get, but it was also like, I'm your friend, Hunter, I'm trying to help your world, just give me the crystals, please. Agent 9 from 3 will make Hunter look like a saint. Wow. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm really excited to experience 3 again, because there was something about it that didn't jive with me. I don't know how to, I don't know if that makes any sense, but oh, this is a perilous area. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I definitely hate Hunter the most. Also, Spyro would be either 9 or 10 years old at the start of this game. Yeah, it's interesting that he's the only kid dragon. Because that's why he doesn't get crystallized by Nasty Nork. Am I missing a level over there? I did Wild Flight. No. Alright guys, here we go. Treetops. Best level in the game. Also the most frustrating. Also possibly the most racist. Oh. It's revealed in Spyro 3 that dragon eggs hatch every 12 years. With it being set in 2000, the latest year Spyro could be born would be 1988. Oh, that's weird. I didn't know that. Are they actually set in a timeline though? I would think they were just like... Like, could you drop a timeline on it? I don't know. Feeling a little bit of slowdown. I don't know if anyone else is picking that up. Alright guys, here's where things get nuts. I don't know. I always have to relearn how to do this. So please forgive me if this takes a try or two. But anything else up here? No. Oh, I messed it up already anyway. So maybe next time. Oh, I didn't realize how. How do you feel about bees dying at an alarming rate? That's too bad. Well, are you kidding me? I will murder. I'll murder that monkey thing. Also, it's canon in Spyro's world, no one knows who Spyro's parents are. That makes sense because, like, if they're all born from eggs, like, you could theoretically lay an egg and just kind of like set it and forget it. You know what I mean? Like, in the Japanese manual, it explains he got snatched by an egg thief and gets rescued in Stone Hill. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that. I'm glad you showed up. You got a lot of interesting tidbits here. I think this is a trick ramp. I don't know. Man, my hair is getting unmanageable. Because all the eggs look the same, nobody knew who Spyro's parents were. But were there any like purple dragons with like red wings though? Because that's the first people I would think. Dragons don't have the same colors as their parents, if I remember correctly. Said and forget it. Yeah. I feel like I would do that if I laid an egg. Not even out of malice or anything, I would just be that I'm just like a forgetful kind of guy.
Spyro, if you jump at the end of a supercharge ramp, you can really go far.
I'm all over it.
Okay. Like I said, I don't know if I remember exactly how to do this stuff, but here we go. Okay, that one was meant specifically to get these gems. So not here we go, but where can you go from there? Over here, can I get to the end of the level from there? He saved it, and that's the first thing he says. I have to think that they realize they're being saved, and like I think they know what's going on. So they're like, "Oh man, Spyro's the only one who can save us. I have to give him some advice as soon as he gets me out of here." No, not quite, but whatever. I think that's a combo one. I always have to kind of like experiment and figure out how to do all this stuff again, because there's a lot going on in this level. I don't know if I can get over there from here, but I can probably get there from here. So let's try that. Another weird thing, you rarely see a dragon again once they're rescued in game, so where did they go? I have to think... I actually think it's just that they're hiding still. Because like if Nasty Nort can throw the spell that traps them all in... here we go. Crystal, like why couldn't he do it again? So I have to think like they're all just kind of laying low until things get cleared up. I think this is the only level in the game with other colored egg thieves. What? Oh my goodness, that's goofball. Why can't I help you once you saved? I just explained why not. Because they're still in okay, but did I still get that? Okay, so the gems there are fine. There's one more dragon to get here, and he's in a really weird spot. He's in a really weird spot, and we have to figure out how to rescue him. And I have to figure out how to get over there again. Oh wait, I know how to get over there again. You answered it anyway after I typed it. Oh, okay. You may as well not waste a good typed sentence. Even if it's no longer relevant. You already typed it out. Because whenever that happens to me, I'm like, oh, do I just backspace this all? But then it'll look weird. It'll feel weird that I started typing something and then didn't. And then what if someone notices in the preview? Oh, okay. That's not how you do it. This is not what you're supposed to do. So. Man, I don't remember how to get over there. I wish I did. So you have to get on that ramp somehow. To get on that ramp, let's do some supercharges, see if they get us anywhere that we can answer this. Just supercharge around the level a little bit. So this gets us to where the end of the level is. I don't think that's it. Yeah, because there's really nowhere to go from there. Ooh, look at that nice little tree that didn't load in. Hey, Shaveri. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this other supercharged ramp because I think that's where you're supposed to start it. I like this level because it's such a weird puzzle. There's an interesting theory going around that states that this whole thing might have been staged by the older dragons because they feel bad for Spyro not knowing his parents. I hope that does not end up being true because that is silly. I know it. I think I am on a track to know what to do. So let's get over here. Use that to get over here. And then that to get over here. That to get here. And there we go. Got it. Got one more dragon to save in this level.
That was quite a ride, Spyro. You've learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
Yeah, that was a difficult one, but we did it. We got everything in this level, so we're just gonna get right out of it. Do dragons have parents? Think about it. I would think they do. Technically. I mean, like, someone had to spit out that egg, right? Metalhead. This is a boss I really like a lot. And I'm excited to share it with you guys. Piccolo spat out an egg. This is another level that I often get lost in. Not as bad as Treetops, because Treetops is, well, it's, I don't know. Treetops is a level where it's small, but there's so many, there's just like that big, the two weird supercharge areas that you have to get to. This level is much bigger, and it's also weirder. There's an interesting line in Dry Canyon that goes on about how everyone knew since he was a baby Spyro would do something like this. No, that just means they knew he would be a great dragon. Like, if anything, it's possible that they were like... Because they were all living under the rule of Nasty Nork for a while. Like, they were all living scared of Nasty Nork, and I think that might have been like, this might be the dragon that's gonna save us from Nasty Nork. I think that's all that was. And just everyone getting trapped in Crystal was Spyro's call to action as part of the hero's journey. Okay, actually have to go over here. You have a few other dragons saying it's destiny An absence of dragon is explained as their role being fulfilled, so they leave. Also, you would think Nasty wouldn't just run from Spyro when they meet face to face. I think Nasty Nork is like an all run and all bark and no bite kind of villain, because that's his only appearance. His only two appearances are when he gets upset that the dragon's bad mouthing him, and when you fight him. Everything else is done through his minions, so I don't think he would really want to be like in a hands-on fight, even with a little dragon like Spyro.
This big robot is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt its power supply.
Thanks. But I still think it's like a if they could do it once, they can do it again kind of thing with the spell that does encase them all in crystal. Like this robot is such a weird fixture of this game, where there's just like nothing. There's not really anything else like him. Weird mohawk robot. Nasty was supposed to be a major villain in Enter the Dragonfly, but his entire story arc was scrapped due to time constraints. I've never played any of the PS2 Spyros. I've never played a Spyro past Ripto's Rage all the way through, and I've never played any of the PS2 Spyros. I've heard they weren't good, so I never really messed with them. This little stupid gap is always a pain. But you seem to be, you're the Spyro expert of the group. I only really have substantial experience with the first two games. Maybe how are the other games in the series? Because I kind of heard just like not good. Oh man. Is there anywhere I've forgotten to explore? Enter the Dragonfly is terrible. A Hero's Tale is can't say much for the Legend of Spyro series. Okay. You have Elijah Wood voicing Spyro. That's kind of interesting. Who's always like, ah! I messed up real bad. Activision went all out on voice actors for that series. Wasn't there something also weird, like David Spade was Sparks? Got replaced by Wayne Brady. What a weird voice acting lineup that is, especially for like Sparks, who just like isn't even a character really. He just like hangs out. Oh my gosh. Okay. I knew it was something stupid like that. Going to Dreamweavers. I think also one of the strongest worlds in the game. Mark Hamill is part of the voice cast. That's cool. Mark Hamill is also a super good voice actor. This is the final Dragon World. Gecko had a dream about Mark Hamill. What was the dream about? So, hey, welcome back, Yummy. The shtick of the world level, is that there's like a little guy with a dream cannon who changes the size of enemies. And for the metal ones, if they're big, you can't hit them. You gotta wait till the guy. Don't remember something about 5 helicopters surrounding you and shooting. That's scary. Jacques. We're gonna leave him for later though. So these two big guys, they're never gonna shoot him. Or he's never gonna shoot them, rather. He just shoots the ones that are in front of you. except for them, you have to get to the cannon and get that little goofball out of there yourself. Here we go. David Spade was only Sparks the first game. Billy West was Sparks for the second game. That's a good choice too. Shockwave's back. How's it going, Shockwave? Oh no, I better. I hope they keep the cannon control thing like completely intact. In the remaster, I hope it doesn't become like a thing where you like aim it around or something. That would be lame.
The fools you see in this world are invincible, but that does not mean they shouldn't be attacked.
Sounds all right to me.
Alright. So in this one, I think like the egg thieves are kind of gone from the game at this point. Now we got these fools who run around in a circle. And if you hit them, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this one. Wow. You hit him, and then it sort of unlocks a little area for a second. It's really annoying. So yeah, thanks for all the information, Crackshaw, about the other games. I'll probably have to, like, I'll see about like trying to play those like before the remaster comes out. But we have a list of games like this long, so we'll try to get to them all when we get to them. And sometimes you'll get into a situation where you got two fools controlling two different things, and that is terrible. Every Spyro would be cool. There are so many that I don't even know kind of where to start, honestly. And a lot of them are not good. So we have to take that into consideration as well, I think. Okay, I think this one's a little bit easier than Wild Flight, hopefully. Much easier. Do you prefer Spyro over Crash? Both of them have a large place in my heart. But if I think I were to say this one, I'd probably say Spyro. Lofty Castle. So this world, I talked about in Beastmaker's world is where levels start to like get really non-linear. This is where levels get turned into like just a crazy mess. So this is probably where the playthrough is probably going to slow down a whole lot. Because I forgot to check one corner of one little area. And that's going to happen sometimes. I'm actually going to go this way. I like these guys, you can't flame them or anything, but you can pop that balloon. And they fall to forever. Also, here's an oddity, is there often these like flame up chests with a gem in it. This is the only one that has a one-piece gem in it. Or one value gem, I guess. I guess it's just called treasure in this game. Never heard of it getting progressively non-linear as the games go on, though. Yeah, that's kind of what happens. Is like
fairies are always
like the levels in the first game world are super linear, where like you can just go just straight the whole time, and there'll be like little divergence, but like it's not like any kind of major thing. But as the game goes on, there are more and more levels where it's just like you can do levels backwards. You can do levels like there are levels that are like a complete mess where you have to like travel the whole level like 2 or 3 times just to get every gem for one reason or another. Which I think makes for cool level design. supercharged ramp. That's where I have to go with that, but I don't want to go there yet. It's kind of scary that there are actually devils in this world. Hey, Gecko. I got charged 60 for automatic plus renewal, but I got a refund because I was going to skimp on plus this year. They put 60 back in my PlayStation wallet. Do I have enough for Miku Future Tone? I think you do. I think so, yeah. Look into it. Should you invest in Future Tone? Now that's a different question. Metroids, are you still around? Because he's the guy we talked to about investments. But I think you should invest in Future Tone. That way we both have it. And I could look at your trophy list to figure out if I have enough of figure out what trophies I need to get in my Japanese copy. This game, the music in this game, are there English and Japanese trophies? Yes. Nice, you'll get it then. Cool. I've been thinking, even though I do have the Japanese one, I've been thinking about getting the English one, just cause. But I don't know. Stuart Copeland did the soundtrack of this game, and he did a really good job. It's very police-esque, which makes sense because he was in the police. And it put me on a police kick for a real long time. And I was like continuously searching for music that just like kind of sounded like music from this game. And I discovered Mike Watt because of my love of this game, and he was in a band called Firehose that made a lot of music that sounded a lot like music from this game. And then he did solo stuff that sounded a lot like music that was from this game. So there's a lot about this stuff that, this game that sticks to me through my life. Oh, the stream's dropping? Oh wow, my frames are dropping like crazy. I'm gonna stop it and start it again, see what happens.